Hey everybody, welcome back to another live episode. Is it a live episode? No, it's a stream. Welcome to another live stream of Kiki Loves Nigeria. How you guys doing? Tonight we are talking about a lot of different stuff. I got so much to catch y'all up on that it is unbelievable. So we're going to get started, because I got a lot of news to share with y'all. I got to share with y'all the news about life with the Kings, that he's no longer in Ghana, and I have proof to prove it. So let me get my little script, because y'all know I will get going before I even do what I'm supposed to do. So let me just get up here so I can go by the script and we can be on point. Hey everybody, my name is Kiki Loves Nigeria. Welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. What we do on this channel, we talk about anything and everything that impacts you visiting, repatting, expatting, anything to do with West Africa, namely. We do talk about other parts of Africa, but we namely talk about West Africa. All right. So we talk about that because we want to make sure that you have a great time when you go. We want to make sure you don't get scammed, and we want to make sure you return back to your place of residence, wherever you're from. We want to make sure you return back there safely. So the goal of our channel, and this is a community channel. This isn't just like Kiki Loves Nigeria. No, it is a community of people who help make this channel go round. I don't do this on my own. There's no way I could do this on my own. You people know there's no way I could get all these stories, get all this information, get all these leads on my own. You know it has to be a community of people helping me do that. And it is. And I thank you all so much for that. That's why I say this is our channel. And on our channel, we teach people how to stay safe in Africa. We don't want them to get scammed, but it is not our intention for anyone to be bashed. For some reason, people say, oh, they bash people on Kiki Loves Nigeria. No, we don't do that. We just analyze the facts. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't like when you analyze the facts. They don't like when you present the truth. But, I mean, that's what we do. To me, the truth is better than fiction. So we present the truth. So the goal, again, is to make people aware, to make them think about what they're doing, okay? I want you to think about what you're doing. I want you to think about where you're going, especially before you just up and decide, oh, I'm going to move to West Africa, okay? I want you, or East Africa, I want you to think about it. I want you to make a rational decision. So that's why I make these videos, a rational and a logical decision. So that's why I make these videos as a resource for you and whoever, so they'll know, oh, there is a resource out there for me. And yes, it is, to guide you. So you can't say, oh, I didn't know. Because if you truly do research, you'll run across my videos that are warning you and are preparing you for what life may be like for you in West Africa. All right. So that's the goal of our channel. We have two major sponsors on our channel. We have Planet Mojo, and we also have StreamYard. All right. I'm going to give you a little more about our sponsors later on in our video, but I want to thank them so much for bringing our channel to you guys. Planet Mojo is a cream and oils for inflammation and pain. And you guys know StreamYard. Well, that's what I'm streaming on. It's live stream. All right. So thank you so much to both of our sponsors. And later on, I'm going to give you some more information about both of them. So let me do our disclaimer, our fair use disclaimer, because on this channel, we use a lot of different videos. Okay. And on these videos, I have to say this fair use statement before I can use them. So the content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content, not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyrighted material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states copyrighted material can be used for education, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, which is an explicit goal of this channel. The views and thoughts expressed on this channel are the views, the thoughts, and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, the host, or the channel. All right, so now that we've got that out the way, let me get your comments pulled up here, and we're going to get started. And I just got to warn y'all tonight, y'all, I forgot my glasses at school. So y'all know this is going to be a rough one, okay? It's going to be a rough one because y'all know how it is with my glasses. So just imagine what it's going to be like without it. Hey, Chill Neil. Chill Neil says, what's up? And I said, what's up to you, Chill Neil? How you doing? I know what you meant, honey. Van says, it's who? Who is it? Hello, Joy. Life Without Limits says, hello, everyone. Married to a Gambian says, good evening to everyone. Miss Creek says, hello. And Jennifer Jones says, hello. Hey, Edra. Oh, yeah, y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video. And please subscribe to the channel. All right, let me see what this last comment says. It says, Kiki, it's my third time watching The Passport. It's good. I think it's rather good also. Passport Grannies is really a good one. I think it's really a good one also. Hey, Q, how you been, lady? How you been? I ain't seen you in forever. Okay, y'all. We are ready to start because this is a lot. Now, before we start, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about Black Acres of the Gambia. Rick, fresh out the pen, and is he scamming again? But before we can even talk about that, I had to pump the brakes and back up. And I had to say, is Rick even fresh out the pen? Because according to the Fresh Prince of Wakanda, Rick is still in the pen. So that was the first thing I had to get settled is he in the pen or is he not in the pen? I don't know. I had to go back and see if I could figure it out. So, and then we had to figure out where in the world is Life with the King. We had to figure out where in the world is Life with the Kings. Because y'all, guess what? I got a video that shows that Life with the Kings, he's not in Ghana anymore. So we're going to start off tonight with Life with the Kings because a lot of people the Ghana people, they're on here because they want to know where Daniel is. Because no, y'all, I hate to tell y'all, Daniel is no longer in Ghana. Okay. So, let me go down here to my notes to where about him. So, no, I'm sorry, y'all. He is no longer in Ghana. I hate to break it to y'all, but I warned y'all, Daniel was not going to stick around. He was not going to stick around for the nonsense. He was going to get up out of there, okay? He was not going to stay because it was too much heat. And there was no way Daniel was going to be able to stay in Ghana. There's just no way was he going to be able to do that. So for those people who don't know what we're talking about, who Daniel is or what we're talking about, I'm going to just give you a quick refresher on Daniel from Life with the Kings and what's going on with him. Okay, this is a little refresher on what is the big deal with him. Okay, hold on, y'all.
And now being posted by some of these YouTubers about the chief had stated that I was never authorized to sell land and all of this stuff. Guys, I've been telling you the reason why I've been telling you there's a reason why I've not spoken, because it's not safe for me and my family. And there was sad news this morning. I don't know if they were on the land on Ruby Village, demarcating or whatever they were doing, but one of the farmers was killed this morning by the chief and his people. It's on the Ghana news. So I know it looks like we are some scammers and we are guilty, but we're so not. We've said nothing but the truth. We just can't speak the whole truth until we are safe. I refuse, like I said, to die for this.
I'm sorry, y'all couldn't hear me. That part always cracks me up when Daniel says, I know it looks like we're some scammers. Yes, Daniel, it does look like you're some scammers, and you are some scammers. Yeah, we pretty much summed it up that you are some scammers, but that just always sounds so funny to me. So Daniel it's been exposed that Life with the Kings are land scammers of all things. So this is Daniel coming out saying no, he's not a land scammer after we revealed that this letter from the chief saying he didn't even get his dude authorization to do what he was doing.
Land. I was fighting for it, but I'm not going to die for it. This is not the first time that an incident similar to what's happened this morning has happened. So I just pray you all have spiritual discernment at this point, now that someone has lost their life on Ruby Village land, to understand that.
No, I didn't change my number.
This is not a game, and it never has been. And we've been playing very smart. Kwame is now, worried for his life. I've heard that he is packing up and leaving his home because they can come to him at any given time.
See? So Kwame was packing up. See, he was giving see, y'all, we got to learn to listen to what people say. Okay? And that's what I do. I listen to what you say. Okay? Now, he's telling us that Kwame packing up, getting ready to leave because it's not safe. You think Daniel and them wasn't thinking the same thing? You think Daniel and them wasn't thinking, oh, it's time to get up out of here? I told y'all he was. I knew he was. I knew he wasn't going to
listen to the stuff that we see people post and take snippets of videos and post videos from last year and claim that it was this year and twist my words. But I know I will be vindicated. But so sad that somebody has lost their life, a farmer has lost their life this morning because the chief and his people, right now, Kolta is completely blocked off, Soham is completely blocked off, nobody can go there. It's on the news, guys. Have a look for yourself. If you can get in tune to Ghana news, have a look for yourself. At this point, yeah, I just thought I'd update. I just heard that he didn't kill any of the farmers from Ruby Village. It was a farmer that was next to Ruby Village. Apparently they were digging out sand on a land next to Ruby. And yeah, that's the reason why, they started to attack the chief, I heard, or they cornered him, and then they had a shootout. But I have a smile on my face because that man who has caused me so much trouble has been removed from power. And not only that, Nana Bar, who is the chief for Yehuda, who is very close with me and is the one that helped me to get all my paperwork, is back in power. And I have a meeting with him in a few days. So let's watch this space.
Okay. So he said, let's watch this space. And that's just what I've been doing, watching this space. So I noticed whenever they would do videos, they had quit doing videos. You don't see many videos from Life with the Kings anymore. So, but I noticed when they did do videos, it looked like they was in some kind of hotel room. It didn't look like their house. It looked like a hotel room because of the curtains. I was looking at the background to see what I could see in the background. And the drapes they look like hotel drapes. So I'm like, okay, it looks like they're staying at a hotel. It doesn't look like they're at a house. I'm like, they're getting ready to get up out of there because if it's not safe for, what's his name, Kwame, it's definitely not safe for Daniel. Okay, so I get this lead. Check this out, y'all. Y'all not gonna believe this. And I want y'all to see, hold on. I done pushed the wrong button. I want y'all to see if y'all can guess where Daniel is. I received this video. Well, I received a message. And it tells me to go to 34 minutes in the video. And I'm going to see where Daniel is. And I'm like, what? Daniel? Daniel really is not in Ghana anymore? No, he's not. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to the part. This dude does videos about travel. Let me see where I am. 34. 3403. Okay, hold on. This channel is, I don't know exactly what this channel was about, but it has something to do, I guess, with either traveling or going to South Africa. It's called the Official Gunshot TV channel. And I have no clue what his channel was about. I'm sorry, sir, that I don't know what your channel was about. Please forgive me for my ignorance. But this is his channel. And look what I found on his channel. Look what was sent to me. Keep looking, y'all. And look who we're going to see. So this dude is doing a video about... He's doing a video about South Africa. Dang, I told y'all. He's doing a video about different places in Africa. All right, so he's in this mall called I think it's called the Mall of Africa. And he's just randomly filming, okay? And look who he gets on camera. Bam. Our lost family. The Life with the Kings. Did y'all see that? Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back. Because when he starts approaching this little kiosk, start looking over here. You're going to start seeing Daniel with the white shirt on and pushing the buggy. Okay, so start looking. Start looking over this way where the people are. And you'll see them coming through the crowd. See, they're back there. They're behind these people. There he goes. Here they go. See, there they are. Wait, they're coming around the corner. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. That's Daniel. That's Daniel. That's Daniel and his wife. That's Life with the Kings. They're no longer in Ghana, people. You see that? They're no longer in Ghana. They're at a mall in South Africa. He claims, in all fairness to Daniel, because you know I tell both sides. In all fairness to Daniel, he claims he's in Ghana. He's in South Africa. Just he's just there as a stopping point, as a transit point. Like he's just there for a little while, and then he's going on to someplace else. Someplace else he didn't say. We don't know where he's going after that. We don't even know if he's leaving South Africa, actually, because UK people, they don't need a visa to go to South Africa. They can stay there forever without a visa. So we don't know. We don't know for sure if he's planning on leaving or if he's going to stay. We don't know. But all we do know is that he is indeed in South Africa. Yes, Daniel has officially left the building. And I said that this man, when I saw this video, I was like, this man really took their money and ran. He really did that. He really did that. And do you know, I have a person, I still have people writing me about this man. I have a lady who just wrote me the other day about this man and what he did to her. So I'm going to put a video together to tell her story, because I'm going to keep telling, as long as I get the stories, I'm going to keep telling the stories, because I can't believe this man is just traveling all over Africa. Here he is with other people's money, with you all's money. He just took you all's money and just went on about his business. took you all's money and went on to Africa. He's the host of the channel. He's not saying anything. He's just playing music, and so you're missing anything with it being muted. See, it's just music. Hold on, let me show you. It's just music. He's just really just showing the mall. That's what he's showing. He probably doesn't even know that the Kings are in this video. He probably doesn't even realize who they are. He's at the Mall of Africa in Waterfall City. That's where they are. They're at the Mall of Africa in Waterfall City, Madrid. No, what is that? Midland? I don't know what that is. Mid something, South Africa. Midland or Midland, South Africa. Yeah. So there you have it. Life with the Kings is no longer in Ghana. He has officially taken those people's money and left the building. He has gone. And how are you going to prosecute him? You say, Kiki, well, that's going to be difficult now. It's going to be extremely difficult, but I would still try. Because you can get a ruling if the person isn't there, they can lose by default. Does he still have an address in the UK? Does he still have a residence there? You got to check and see. Contact the bank where you sent the money to. Contact wherever you sent that money to. Contact them and let them know what's going on. But you can't just let Daniel get away with this, because Daniel clearly thinks he has gotten away with this. All right, let's get some comments. What y'all think about this? Courtney says it was a hotel they were living in. I thought so, Courtney, because it looked like it. It looked like a hotel. I said, this don't look like a house. Do you think these people start off with good intentions, then do it their own personal difficulties get involved? Yes, due to their own personal difficulties. Yes, I really do. The fraud triangle. Some of them, yes. Blackers at Acres of the Gambia, no. I think they're just scammers, and I think they just scam. I think they're going to scam no matter where they are or what they're doing. But some of these people, I think they don't, like the fraud triangle. We were talking about that. And they were saying that these people may be nice people. These people personally would not be scammers. But because of the situations that they're put in, they become scammers because of the motivation. And it's usually, like they said, it's a financial difficulty that they get in, some type of financial difficulty, some type of financial bind. And once they're in that, and they get the opportunity to scam, to get money, because they're not thinking I'm scamming. Their opportunity is to get money. The opportunity is, I'm going to make some money. I'm going to get out of this debt. I'm going to be able to finish my house. I'm going to be able to move in. I'm going to be able to live comfortably. They're not thinking I'm going to be a scammer. No. But if scamming go along with it, then that's just what happens. Some of them, yeah, I think they do, intentionally become scammers. But most of them, no. I truly believe it's like this triangle says, the motivation, the opportunity, and how they rectify it, how they rationalize it. Do they rationalize it? Can they rationalize the scamming? Yes. Everybody does it in Ghana. Everybody does it in Gambia. Everybody scams. Everybody sells land without a license. Everybody gets caught up in the land scamming game. Everybody. That's all you hear is everybody does it. And when they start to justify it with everybody, then you know what it is. You know what it is. Do I think Daniel went there? But they were saying Daniel was a scammer. Like Daniel was shaky to begin with. So Daniel might have been just a scammer to begin with. Because when he talks about when he was in the music industry and all that stuff he was doing there, I think he was the type who would do stuff to make money. He seemed to me like he was shaky, and that he the type that, if I get a chance to make opportunity to make money, I'm going to take it. He seemed like that type. But by and large, I think it's what the fraud triangle suggests. I believe that it is, and this is just my personal opinion, I think it's the motivation, the opportunity, and the justification. Well, I forgot what the word they use, but can they justify it? Can they justify what they're doing? Rationalize. Can they rationalize the fraud? And you know they do it all the time. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Hey, Mayal, how you doing? Y'all know they rationalize the fraud all the time. Transit to where? Honey, we don't know. He didn't tell that part. He didn't say where he was in transit to. I hope I can get the video. Anybody got the voice clip, send it to me. I don't have the voice clip of that meeting. I wonder if they brought their older son with them. I didn't see an older son. I saw the little kids. I hope he's with them. I hope he ain't by himself. Hey, TNK. But we don't know. I don't know. If y'all got some more information, send it to me, okay? Hey, Brown Eyes. Thank you for coming. Good catch. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, wow. When I saw that, when I got home, and y'all know what I do. So every day at my place of employment, it is just like, woo. I come home with my mind boggled every day. So I'm sitting down after having a mind-boggling day, and I look at my messages, and it said, please go to 34 minutes in the video. And I'm like, what? Okay. What's 34 minutes in the video? Honey, and I see Daniel. And the message said, he's in South Africa. And I said, wow, this man really took their money and left. So the least I can do is when you give me your story, I'm going to tell your story. So every time somebody looks up Life with the Kings on YouTube, my videos and your story is going to come up. Because guess what I think he's going to start doing? He's going to start doing this land dealing again. Because South Africa now is on the rise. It's a place where the scammers go. So I think he's going to start doing this land scamming again. Because if you look through his channel now, he's taken away all those videos. All those videos where he was cussing us out. All them videos where he telling us off. They ain't on there no more. All the videos talking about this land problems at Yehuda and Ruby Village, they're not on there anymore. He scrubbed his channel clean. And that's what they do when they want to reinvent themselves. That's what the YouTube people do. They'll just go through their channel and they'll take away all the videos that they don't want you to see so they can create a new personality. And that's what he's doing. And he's trying to be, again, a God-fearing Christian with this family that he's bringing up in Africa, and he's just selling land. So you better look out for the devil, because the devil is busy. And what does he do? He's always doing what? Walking back and forth, seeking whom he can devour. That's his job. That's his job. And every day he on his job. They can go to court and put a thank you. So please do something. Please. Because I told you, if I go to court today, and I can go to court where I'm from in my state, and I can say, whatever happened between me and Daniel, I got the receipts. I got the receipts to prove it. Okay? So guess what they're going to do? If Daniel doesn't show up, my court is going to rule in my favor because I got receipts to prove that I was scammed, and Daniel didn't even care enough about the case to show up in the court. So guess what? They're going to rule on your behalf. But what you have to do is serve him. That's the thing. You got to serve him. And if you can't have an address, you can do it publicly. You can do it by public announcement. So you can't, there are ways to recoup your money. You just got to do it. And I know, like when you get in situations like this, you just feel so down and so depressed, and you feel just beat yourself over. How could I just let myself get in this situation? How could I just let myself be a fool and just go through this? But no, time out for that. You done beat yourself up enough. It happened. It happened. You were led by your emotions. Now what you got to do, you got to pull yourself up, and you got to come back fighting. You got to come back fighting. You got to come back and you got to take this person to court. You have to, like, I forget which judge used to say it, but he said, don't get even. Don't take the law into your own hands. Take them to court. And I love that. I believe in that. I never take the law into my own hands. I take them to court. That's what the court is there for. If somebody does you wrong, take them to court. Now, Daniel has done so many of you wrong. You all have proof. You've sent me tons and tons and tons of receipts. Take those to the court. Take them to the court. The court will easily rule in your behalf, on your behalf, in your favor. And then, like Brother Robert says, then you can get a lien on this property, because we work hand in hand with the UK. And I'm sure they work hand in hand with the Ghanaian government too, because that's where this crime took place. Well, it's an international crime. It took place all over. It took place in the UK, United States, Caribbean, Ghana, everywhere. Everywhere. He truly is an international criminal. Why don't the kings go? Well, he can't go back to Jamaica. He scammed some people in Jamaica, and the Jamaicans ain't playing. They ain't not playing with him. If he go back there, he know he's done for. They ran him up out of there. They said he tried. They tried to poison the wife. Yes, when she got real sick, they said they tried to poison the wife. He's not going back there. You can. Oh yeah, we got to talk about Jamaica. It all ain't good in the hood in Jamaica, because I got some Jamaican friends. Well, I call them my friends. And honey, they've been talking to me about Jamaica, because I wanted to know, why can't you go back to Jamaica? Jamaica looked like Africa to me. Go back, develop it. It's nice and pretty. It's got the same scenery. Why can't you go back there? Honey, Jamaica seems like it's worse than Africa. So we're going to talk about Jamaica. And we're going to answer that question. Why don't y'all go back to Jamaica? Okay? You're going to see why. You're going to see why. And it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Yeah, it's going to blow your mind. So, I'm sorry, y'all, about Life with the Kings, but I'm just going to stay on. And I'm sorry that I didn't take it up. I think Ghana Bound, I believe it was him, because Ghana Bound been on my channel for a while now, before we even started talking about this stuff. And I remember him from a long time ago being on here. And I believe it was him who told me that Life with the Kings was scamming. And I looked at the channel, and y'all, I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, well, they look nice. He don't look like he's scamming. I couldn't find no complaints. So I'm like, well, where are the people saying he's scamming? And I just didn't have the time to really investigate. So I sincerely apologize for that, because this man is truly a king scammer. They tried and it didn't. Yeah, they had to return. Yeah, they scammed some people in some Jamaican people, and it went bad for them there. His tattoos look unprofessional. Maybe, yeah. I don't know I don't think Daniel was a professional before he became a land scammer. Intentions were good, but lots of cutting corners, hence illegal transactions. I don't even know that Daniel's intentions were good, Jennifer. Y'all know what? Somebody last week gave me a super chat. Thank you. I'm so sorry I didn't say it last week, but the comments were coming in real heavy, and I saw it, and then I forgot when I went to the bottom. So please forgive me. And thank you for that super chat. I can't remember who it was, though. If you're on here, please remind me so I can tell you thank you. That video was posted 3 weeks ago. It proves that they either can't or won't go back to the UK. Yeah, that was 3 weeks ago. No. Well, I was told by a reliable source they can't, well, that Daniel can go back to the UK, but the wife cannot go back because the wife did some type of benefit fraud. So she was doing benefits fraud. So she can't go back for that reason. But Daniel can go back, but he would have to leave her. So I guess he doesn't want to leave her. But yeah, that's what I heard. That's why they're not back in the UK. And they know if they go back to the UK, they can be prosecuted because they got a lot of victims in the UK who are looking for them. He might realize he will be in court. Thank you. That's what I just said. He know he is. He know if he got, especially Regina, the lady Regina, he knows he's not trying to deal with her. So he's not going back because he knows she is the one who got his main bank account shut down. Yeah, so he knows he's not trying to go back there because he took money from people in Jamaica too. Yes, he did. He took money from Jamaica, people in Jamaica too. Daniel can't go anywhere. Folks waiting for, yeah, yes. Daniel cannot go anywhere. Jamaicans don't play. No, they don't. They don't play. Taking people's money and running off. What kind of life is that? To live with smaller children. Exactly. You can't possibly think your feet will be blessed. Sometimes your karma will come through your children. And do you know that's exactly what I was saying to my Jamaican friends? I was telling them that. I said, this what Daniel has done is so bad. It is so bad that the punishment it is going to be visited upon his children. And I hate that. God forbid that that happens. I pray that it doesn't happen. But what he has done, they've hurt other people's children. So when you do stuff like that, it takes generations to pay for this type of stuff. It's generations. And the lady, Rochelle, who just passed away, this woman was homeless there. And you see how Daniel talked about her and her husband? We didn't talk about her, but her husband? How you heard in the video. We heard last week how he talked about them. And now that woman has passed away, fooling around in Ghana, believing life with the kings. There's no way. His debt that he has to pay is too big now. It's too big. He and his one life can't be enough to cover all the sins that he has done. No, these are generational curses that he's creating. Generational. And that's the travesty in this whole thing. The victims will need to take him to court. The cost will likely be more. But in some cases, it's not. Because it depends on how much it is. I think maybe you can break them up into small claim court cases. And small claims court is not that much. And I think it's $6,000, $5,000 or $6,000. I can't remember how much it is in small claims court. But if you go to small claims court, maybe you can do one case for the small claim of the 5,000 max, then do another claim for the 5,000 max. I don't know if you could break them up like that, but try that. Okay. But going to small claims, it's not, because I think their fee, I know here it's like $50. It's not that much. So it is worth it because you may get something back. You don't know. You may. Hey, London lady. Emma, did I come on earlier? Honey, I don't know. Oh, you know why? Our time changed. I am on an hour early. You're right, London lady, because in where I live, we switched to daylight savings time. You're right. So the time went. So I'm on. Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So hi y'all. I am an hour earlier because of that. Yeah, we had to switch our times. They paid. Yes, honey, we getting to him. You know, I'm getting to my friend. But I'm so glad Rick is out. Y'all know I'm glad Rick is out. You know I'm glad. I had to go through them videos to prove he was out, but I'm pretty sure I've got 100% proof that Rick is no longer in the pen. Yes, thank you. I just said that. African goddess, we think alike. Yeah, small claims court, get him, honey, get him. There's more, like Tupac said, there's more ways to skin a cat, honey. There's more ways to skin a cat. Not that we skinning cats on here, because I love cats. He was a con man, yes. He was. And he was one of them old school. Daniel been an old con man for a long time. He was conning girls. Then he started conning in the music industry. Then he started conning in land scamming business in Africa. Yeah. Daniel ain't nothing but a con man. That's all he is. I'm shocked they would try that in Jamaica. They'll pay dip. Yes. That's why they got up out of there. That's why they can't go back. Because of that. Yep, that's exactly why. Want him bad. Yeah, they do. Everybody wants him bad. But I'm telling y'all, take Daniel to court. You got to hit him in his pockets. I wonder how the people who moved and relocated because, oh, wow, feel since he basically took their money and abandoned them to fend for themselves. Fend for themselves. Can y'all imagine that? Remember, it was supposed to be a community. Remember? You were going there to build a community. Daniel, this was a religious community. Daniel was the king of Judah. You were going there to build this village, this community in this village. You took everything, like Rochelle and Kurt and so many other people that we don't know their names. Like Kalisha. But she didn't leave to go. But she gave everything she had. But like Mayal said, what about the ones who gave everything they had and they're there? And now he's gone. And they're stuck in these land disputes. They're stuck in limbo. Money gone, no land, and Daniel's gone. What about that? You better be leery of these people who call themselves selling land. And you know they shouldn't even be selling a tricycle. If you look at that person and say, you shouldn't even be selling a tricycle, please don't buy land from them. Please don't call yourself buying land in Africa at all. Now, if you want to invest $100 and something, you want to just give over $100,000 to the state of Gambia or the state of Ghana, go ahead, do that. If you want to just do that, if that's your dying wish to build a home and leave it to the state of Ghana or the state of Gambia, then please do so. But no, that's what you're doing. Don't come to us and tell us that, oh, I'm building this house and it's going to be mine, and try to sell us this sweet dream that you're going to build this house and live in this village and retire in Africa, because that's a lie. That's a lie. Daniel just showed us that's a whole lie. That ain't going to happen. He told you it was, and then he lied and showed you that it's not. So anybody telling you that, it's a lie. It's a sweet dream. It would be wonderful if we could do that. But don't you think if we could do that, we would have done that? Think about it. If this experiment could have been done successfully, why hasn't it been done? Why hasn't it been done before? Now I'm not talking about, oh, some people are saying, oh, there's villages you just don't know about. But if it has been done successfully, it should be in the history books. We should be talking about it. We should be teaching about it. How this group of African Americans, Black UK, Black Caribbeans were able to go back, build a whole community in Africa where their ancestors come from, get land, build houses, pass this land on to their American-born grandchildren, their British-born grandchildren, their Caribbean-born grandchildren. They could pass this land on to them. That ain't what happens. That's not what's happening. That ain't what happens. That is not what happened. That is not what's happening here. Let's take Audrey from the Gambia. Audrey was probably about my age. We were probably about the same age. Audrey married a Gambian man. He had 2 wives. Audrey didn't have no interest being a second wife. He did not want to divorce his first wife. His mother wanted him to marry Audrey because his mother said Audrey was an opportunity for the family. So Audrey built a beautiful home. She furnished the beautiful home. Audrey's father had passed away. She helped take care of her father. So when he passed away, Audrey was devastated. Audrey left and she went to Gambia. She wanted to get away from it all. She was in pain. She was hurting. So she met this man because they blew up Invest Relocate Africa, because that's who she was with at first. That's how she found out. She was in their care. She was staying at one of their homes. And everything was fine. Then they blew it up. Nobody trusted Invest Relocate Africa anymore. It could not be communicated with anymore because they blew it up. So Audrey had no one she could trust. So she was in the Gambia, just like these people, on her own. There was no more Art Cathy. Quasi Boy was still there, but they were making Quasi out to be this big liar, gangster, cheater, and everything else. But to this day, they haven't proven one thing. Because y'all know, if I had the information, I would tell y'all. Nothing, not one person has emailed me ever anything. They blew that up. This woman was there in Gambia on her own. So who does she turn to? There's no more Invest Relocate Africa. There's no more community. Black Acres ain't trying to be a daggone community. They in there stirring the pot, help breaking up Invest Relocate Africa. So Audrey's there alone. She turns to a bumpster. Excuse me, I believe he was a taxi cab driver. I believe he was a taxi cab driver. He might have been a bumpster. I don't remember. One of the two. She gets involved with this man. They knew the people. She was first staying at Elvin's B&B, which was safe. They were showing her around. They were giving her drivers. They were making sure she was safe. When she met the bumpster, no, she didn't need Elvin's B&B anymore. She didn't need them to show her around anymore. She had this man who was now doing it. Her boyfriend was now doing it. Well, she marries the man. Before you know it, she's marries this man. This video is on my channel, by the way. if you think I'm making it up. She marries the man. Audrey passes away shortly months after she marries this man. All right? So, everything that is Audrey's goes to this man. Everything. Although Audrey calls herself divorcing the man because the man was not trying to get rid of his first wife, so she decides, I don't want to be married to you. So we're going to get a divorce. Well, the divorce never went through, obviously, because when she passes away, she wakes up in the middle of the night, uh, unresponsive. He doesn't know what's wrong with her. He went to the bathroom, or she went to the bathroom, or somebody went to the bathroom. And when he comes back, he finds her unresponsive. So all her belongings, all of her money, everything she has goes to this man, this Gambian bumpster. Her family, he contacts her family. He wants to know, when are they sending for the body so he can accompany the body back to the United States? Because guess what? Once they marry you and you pass away, you automatically get a green card. Unless Donald Trump changes it. But you automatically get a green card. So he wanted his green card. He was demanding that they fly her body back to the United States so he could accompany the body. So he could do what? Stay, get his green card. Then he'd be able to go back and forth with his wife, his family, his kids, and do whatever. And also get her benefits. Oh, I forgot to tell you that part. Yeah, whatever benefits she has, he gets those too. So, this is not a game, people. You need to be very careful with what you're doing when you go over there, playing with these little boys like Kenza, playing with these little boys. They don't love you. They could care less about you. They want what you have. They want what you can do for them. And that's all it was about. That's all it is about. This land scamming stuff, that's all it is about. Oh, shoot, all these comments. That's all it is about. That's all it is about. I was scammed and looked into small claims court. It's costly more than I paid for the land. For real? How much, Jennifer, did it cost you? It shouldn't have cost you that much. It doesn't cost, I guess it depends on where you live. Nope, I was wrong. They deliberately did that nonsense. Yeah, Life with the Kings deliberately did what they did. Yeah, these people deliberate because see, they run out of money when they get over there. Just like Veronica, another person. She told us they run out of money when they get over there. Okay, remember Veronica told us I think she had $20. They run out of money when they get over there. And if you notice, these repats in the Gambia were doing the same thing, selling land. They'd be broke 1 minute, then they'd be selling land. So they do this land selling thing because they're the front to scam you. Because they know we're not going to trust them. They know that. So what do? They'll put somebody like me. And they'll say, Kiki, I'll give you some land. And I'll give you a commission every time you get somebody to buy land from me. And I'll say, okay, because I'm going to get some land for free and I'm going to make money off of you. So I may or may not know the details that this land is not clear. that this land has issues or that the whole thing is to scam you. I may know and I may not know, but later on, I surely know. But by this time, I'm in too deep and I'm making money and I have no income. Because remember, Kinza has no income. These people have no income. Daniel has no income. They had no income. These repats in the Gambia have no income. I don't know about Black Acres. They lie so much. And Rick was in the military, so he might get some kind of check, but it ain't that much. I know somebody gets Social Security because I saw a letter where they had to show proof. You know how you get those letters where you got to prove your income? Well, they got one of those letters. So I know somebody gets Social Security, but most of them other people, they're not getting, if you're not getting an influx, if you're not constantly getting money in when you're in Africa, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to make it over there. So you're going to be put in some type of situation where you are going to start scamming. You're going to. You're going to start doing something. You're going to have to do something to make money. You're going to. You're going to. Kiki, hold on. Kiki, he scams islanders. They don't. They don't. Okay, Daniel is a nut. Yes, he is. Daniel is a nut. That he is. That we know. We have no doubt in our mind. Heavy pedal time. Hey, what's up with you? Hey, these Jamaicans love the bandoloo. What? Way of conducting business. What is that? I just have such a hard time understanding Jamaicans and their accent, honey. The Kings are nothing more than land, lame grifters. Yeah, they are lame grifters. Yeah, that's all they are. That's all they are. I'm cool. They don't take my life. Okay, let's see what else. Now, is that all y'all want to say about them? We are going to now smooth our way in. Let me see if that's all I had to talk about with Daniel and them. I'm going through my notes. So, yes, I think Daniel has run off with the people's money. Well, we got proof. We know he done run off with the money. And all I can recommend that y'all do is continue, contact your court system, contact your courts, contact your banks, contact of action fraud. If you're in the United States, contact the Trade Commission. Contact everybody you can and let them know about this land dealing, these land scammers. Okay. Dominique says like, oh, thank you, Dominique. Y'all please like the video. All right, y'all. So look, now we're going to just slide our way into Black Acres of the Gambia. No, it's not. The small claim court in the UA. Oh, it ain't like ours then. 10% of the claim. No, ours ain't like that. I did one against my workplace when they tried to scam me out of a month's note of work. The day before the deadline, they coughed up the money. No, ours isn't 10%. I think it's like $50. 50 is 50 or 300. It's no more than that. It's not a lot. Oh no. Oh Jesus. So what's the limit in y'all small claims court? Do y'all have a limit? His own daughter and son-in-law were the victims. Yes. So he doesn't care. If he would make his kids the victims, y'all know he don't care. Truth serum. It's clear that Rick is not. No, he's not. Maybe he never was. Maybe he never was, according to Cynthia. He was never arrested. I know. Did you hear that? So, according to Cynthia, we're going to look at the video. Y'all know we about to look at them. Y'all know I love to talk about Black Acres of the Gambia, honey. I'm so glad I'm back on them. I miss them so much. Sounds like DK burnt bridge. He did. They are young and can work. Just face the problem. Thank you. Just face the problem and start over. You're right, TNK. You don't have to do all that. Just say, I'm sorry. That's all. I made a mistake. Well, Yeah, I heard they was trying to sell a house in Ghana. I think they was selling it for 120,000. Look, y'all ready to talk about Rick? Rick said he was arrested. Then he said it wasn't his fault. Honey, that's what I want to know. How is it not his fault? And he got a gun. We can't say that. Y'all, I gotta be careful how I say it. I gotta say firearm and cannabis or illegal trees and pow pows. But I can't say what I said the last time. Okay. YouTube don't like that combination. No, I can't say YouTube. YouTube, it's not that YouTube doesn't like it. They said the advertisers don't like it. Okay. So the advertisers don't like when I use that combination. Yes, he can afford anybody. Yes, they can afford that. Because if he was still in there, y'all know they would have did some kind of GoFundMe or something. If they couldn't have got that money, they would have did something to get that money. I think I heard them say he was arrested in a recent video. No, he was. He was. And it was in the newspaper. But she knew we knew because she knew we was talking about it. Honey, Rick and Cynthia watched this channel, especially Rick. Rick, that's why Rick just said it, because he knew we knew. Rick be on here. He comes on here sometime. Rick, why don't you come on here tonight? Go create you a fake profile. Come on here real quick. Yeah, he was arrested. He definitely was arrested. And he was not only arrested, he was remanded into custody at mile 2. No, they don't. Cynthia really doesn't. She doesn't like to take responsibility for anything. So since y'all want to just get right down to it, how old was Audrey? I don't know. I would say Audrey 40, maybe late 40s, 50s. I don't know. Middle aged. I just say middle aged. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if she ever said I don't know how old she was. But Audrey's story was a sad one. He changed his channel name to The Kings. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to have to change my videos because you know why? Because when you look up Life with the Kings, like I told you, you see these videos. He don't want that. So The Kings, when you look up The Kings, you're not going to find the videos like that. So I'm going to have to change the videos to The Kings to make sure you find them. Cynthia Rick wife is selling house now. She don't have a license. She needs some money. They all need money. And see, like I told you, where does the fraud come in? What do they say when they can rationalize it? And what are they going to say? Everybody sells houses without a license. So what is the big deal? What's the big deal? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to pour this one in here. Just I want to go get another one. So I need some more water. So what is the big deal? That's how they rationalize. But you know she's not supposed to be doing that. She is not supposed to be doing that. None of them can do that. I showed y'all last week. They explained it to you. That you need a real estate license. That's the same rotten, low down. That's some rotten, low down stuff. Yes, it is. Yes, this is rotten, low down stuff, what they're doing. Cynthia was surprised when Rick admitted, did you see that? And all she could do was, did you see that? And was about to stop. She was. That's why I said, I think she worse than Rick. Because Rick know we know. He know. Rick watch us. He know we know. So he like, they done read it. It's all out there. I might as well tell the truth. But what's she going to do? Try to act like it didn't happen. He wasn't arrested. You're right. He wasn't arrested. He was just put into mile 2. What's it called? Mile 2. Mile 2, not 2 mile, mile 2. Yes, there's a limit. Oh, no, ours is in the thousands. No, ours is like, it's in the thousands. Yep, it's in the thousands here. Kiki, you so messy. Really? Kiki, you so messy. How am I messy? To me, messy is when you just gossip and you just make up stuff. I don't be gossiping. I just be sharing the facts. Honey, I share the news. That's all I do. Messy is just lying and she said this and she said that. I don't tell you she said this and she said that. Honey, no, I hit you with the facts. I hit you with the realer. When and where did Rick say, oh, honey, I'm about to play the video. Y'all ready? Yeah, we ready. That's what I tell the kids. Y'all ready? They say, yeah, we ready. What did I tell y'all? Y'all ready to rock? Ready to roll. All right, y'all, let's rock and roll. So about 2 weeks ago, it was brought to our attention that Rick from Black Acres of the Gambia had been arrested. And it had been brought to our attention that Rick had been arrested. We looked up an article, and in this article, hold on, I'm going to show y'all the article. It was a newspaper article in the Gambia. And this article, now how I initially found out, y'all know I found out from a friend. Somebody from the Gambia called and told me that Rick had been arrested and for having an illegal firearm in his possession after his son had been arrested for having what appeared to be cannabis in his possession. They then went to the house to check the house, and that's when they found the illegal firearm. And Rick confessed at that time that the illegal firearm was his. Now, this is the part that's throwing me off. This all happened around January 14th. All right. So January 14th is when all of this happened. When he was, when they went to the house, when they stopped Rashid, when they went to the house and found the illegal firearm. But so it looks like he was out until March. So what? They didn't go to court until March? So let's say they didn't go to court. So what? They ordered him into court? I don't know what happened between January and March the 5th. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why they remanded him into custody, which means they remanded him into custody on March the 5th. He came back to court on March the 6th. So what I'm wondering is if, like sometime in January, I don't know, y'all. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe he didn't go to court until the 5th. So he was just out. So why would he just be out free all this time, not on bail, not on nothing? Unless he was out on bail and we just didn't know about it. So maybe he was out on bail and we didn't know about it. And then he goes to the court on the 5th. And that's when the judge remanded him into custody. Because that's what this article says. He was remanded into custody until he went to trial, but it was no trial. He pled guilty. So he pled guilty, and see, that's what didn't make sense to me. Like on the 5th, he pled guilty, but they remanded him into custody. He was supposed to come back on the 6th. So I'm wondering if they remanded him into custody and said, well, we're going to give you till tomorrow. Maybe he said, tomorrow I'll have all the money. And they said, okay, well, to make sure you have all the money, we're going to keep you here. That's what I think might have happened. So that was what I thought happened, okay? But there were some other things that came out. Then Fresh Prince of Wakanda, he released a video. And the video, the video looked like Rick was still, well, the video was suggesting that Rick was still in the pen. Let me play you a few snippets from that. So the video, it looked like the video was suggesting that Rick was still in the pen.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining the channel. If this is your first time joining, please follow the housekeeping rules. which is to click on the subscribe button. Give this video a long investigation going on, and basically the son got arrested for possession of cannabis, and that investigation into one of his sons who was in possession of cannabis.
Wait, I think he said there was a long investigation.
Illegal firearms and weapons charges. Step in and extract him from his current predicament. So for those of you who don't know, and I would know, thumbs up and leave comments in the section below. If you're one of my esteemed returning subscribers, Aquaba, Caribou, welcome back. Always appreciate your visits. So today, we're going to be talking a bit more about Ricky Unsumbura and his current demands that the U.S. Embassy step in and extract him from his current predicament. So for those of you who don't know, and I would know why you wouldn't know.
So he released this video saying that Rick was still incarcerated and that he wanted the embassy to intervene to help get him out.
Ricky Unsumbura is currently in jail in the Gambia, apparently on alleged illegal firearms and weapons charges, ammunition. So apparently he got arrested as part of a wider investigation into one of his sons who was in possession of cannabis.
Okay, now this part I heard. I don't have any proof about this part. I heard that the son was growing cannabis in CFO and out there at Black Acres. This is what I heard. This is what the word is on the street. I don't have any proof of that. This is alleged. Allegedly, they're growing illegal cannabis out at CFO. Okay. And this could have been because I was asking different people, Gambian people, is that normal for them to go back to the house when they catch you with cannabis? And they're like, no, they don't normally go back to the house unless you got a large amount on you or unless they're watching you and they think you have some at the house or you have something at the house and they want to get inside your house. That's the only time they would do that. So that made me think again, that reminded me of what someone told me a while ago, that they were indeed growing illegal cannabis out at CFO. So this, what he just said, supports a rumor that I heard.
I think there was a long investigation going on, and basically the son got arrested for possession of cannabis, and that triggered a search out at Bag's C4 plantation, where amongst other things, an illegal unregistered firearm was discovered with corresponding ammunition. Rick was taken into custody. His son was taken into custody, and Rick was prosecuted.
This is the part, it didn't say that in the article. Like, it didn't say he was taken into custody because I wondered what happened. Remember, I was saying what happened when they came that night. So he's saying they took both of them into custody that night, which they probably would have. I can't imagine. Well, for the illegal cannabis, I mean, the people who I know got caught with illegal cannabis, they just paid a fine, but they were Gambians. So I don't know. And maybe he had a lot. So
he allegedly...
Well, I shouldn't say I know them. I take that back. I don't know them. But when I asked around about what happens when people get caught with illegal cannabis, this is what they told me.
They're guilty to the offense, the serious offense of having an illegally an unlicensed firearm in his possession. And he has been remanded in the custody of the correctional facilities, correctional departments of the state of the Gambia. Now, Rick is 61, going to be 62 this year.
But we know that didn't happen until March the 5th. The arrest, the going to the house happened January 14th. So that's a gap. That's a big old gap where we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. I don't think Rick was in custody all that time. Do y'all think he was in custody all that time? I don't know. I don't know. Because the judge said he remanded him into to mile 2 until he came back on the 6th. So that makes me think that he wasn't in custody all that time.
I mean, he's not exactly a spring chicken. So, and the conditions in any prison are, to say the least, undesirable. You wouldn't wish that on your worst enemy. More so in the Gambia. Now, the International Convention states that citizens of another country who are jailed in another country have to have consular access. So they have to have access to their embassies.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the irony. Rick is now demanding that the American embassy step in and get him out from where he is, because he's an American citizen. But, you know, it's the irony is that they are the same devils that he's always talked about. So he's now called.
So I don't know when this part happened either.
To come.
I don't know when he called the embassy. I don't know if that was like, I don't know the time. See, the timeline isn't clear. That's why when I watched this, I got really confused.
Because he's caught himself between a rock and a hard place. Now, isn't that ironic? So basically what the embassy can do is just to make sure that his rights are respected, his human rights are respected. He has access to legal services as provided by the Gambian constitution. They will try and inform his next of kin or family back home in the States. But in terms of the embassy just turning up on a white horse, charging into the prison and saying, we've got our citizen here, you've got a US citizen here, he's got to go, he's got to come out. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. And I dare say the staff of the American embassy were fully aware of Rick and the things he talked about. He called their country, the United States, the illusion.
So I wonder, does he know somebody who worked at the embassy? Because I wonder, how does he know this stuff? Like, how does he know that the embassy knows even who Rick is? Or know what Rick does?
He talked about everything that he could think about negatively about the United States. But now all of a sudden, he's not claiming that he's a Gambian citizen or an African citizen. He's claiming he's a US citizen, and he's demanding that the American embassy staff of the American embassy rush out, charge into the jail and get him out of there. And unfortunately, that is not how it works. You know, there are due processes that have to be, followed. Mm-hmm. Just because you are the citizen of another country or a Western country doesn't mean that the law doesn't apply to you. And this has been the main problem with Rick. He always thought the law did not apply to him. He always thought he was above the law because he was an American. And, the world does not work like that.
So we're going to stop there with this. I just wanted to give you guys to hear what his point of view was. Because after I watched Fresh Prince of Wakanda, he put out a couple of more videos. And he put out another video we watched last night about Rick, Cynthia selling this house to try to get money to get Rick out the pen. So that's when I really started like, is Cynthia really just showing these fake videos? Like, is she really showing old videos to throw us off the trail? Is she just putting up these videos to make us think Rick is out and Rick is really still in? Because she put up one right after we made the live, okay? And he sounds sick on that one. So I was like, well, maybe that was old, because he just sounded like he was kind of sick to me on that one. Hold on, y'all. And then they put up another one after the Fresh Prince of Wakanda made his video series. They put up and then this is another reason I thought something wasn't right, because Rick and Cynthia don't normally just sit down and do talking interviews. They do them sometimes, but not like back to back to back. They have put up 3 talking videos, not showing the land, just them just sitting there talking. And I said, I wonder if these are old. So I'm starting to believe, Fresh Prince of Wakanda, that these are old videos and that Rick might still be incarcerated. So I said, okay, before I start going a full-fledged onslaught of this man, I need to make sure this man is not in the pen. I need to make sure this man is out the pen, and I need to make sure this man is ready for battle. Well, I started going through the videos. So I watched Fresh Prince of Wakanda's videos. Then I went through Black Acres videos. I went all the way back. Let me pull them up. I went all the way back to January to see what I could see and what I noticed, okay? Because, again, these people want you to come to Africa. These people want you to spend everything you got and invest everything you got in the Gambia or in Ghana, okay? They want you to buy land and to buy whatever. But when it comes to telling you the truth about what's going on, they want to withhold information because they got to keep that sweet dream. They got to keep that sweet dream alive. They got to keep that sweet dream. Because remember, sweet dreams are made of this. They are made of this. They are made of owning land in Gambia or owning land in Africa. And these people know that. So they keep selling you that sweet dream. This is the Daniel of Gambia. I don't know who's worse, Daniel or Rick. I have no clue. But they're both pretty bad. They're actually scamming again. They got some new scams. And I'm going to point the new scams out, but not this week. This week, I had to make sure Rick was out the pen. And that's what we're doing on this episode. We making sure Rick is really out the pen. Because I told you, after Fresh Prince of Wakanda, I was kind of shook. I was like, wait a minute. Is Rick still in the pen? He been in the pen all this time? You mean to tell me Rick been in the pen since January? Now, Rick been in the pen since January, and he calling the embassy to get him out. Rick in a hard back up against the wall situation. So I said, if that's the truth, I cannot talk about this man scamming ways. I gotta wait until he's okay. I gotta wait till he's free and healthy before I call him a scammer again. So that's what I'm gonna do on this episode. I said, okay, so what we'll do on this episode, we'll go through and we'll make sure Rick is out the pen. And then I said, well, how am I gonna do that? Since Cynthia paste videos together all the time. If you don't notice, have you noticed in one video she'll have on 2 and 3 different outfits? That's because it's 2 and 3 different videos from 2 or 3 different days that she's pasted together to make one video. So you really don't know. You really don't know when her videos are new and when they're not. So I said, okay, Cynthia is sneaky with that. So he could be right. So y'all know what I did? I'll put this video on, and every comment she made, every comment they made, I went back and I looked for proof in the video. Oh, it took me a week to do that. I've been working on that for a week. But I came But today, it was time consuming. But I can sit here now and say that I truly believe Rick is indeed out the pen. I don't believe Rick is still in the pen. I believe Rick was in the pen, but I think he is out the pen. Now let's check out this video, and I'm going to go through it and tell you how I got to my conclusion.
Grand Rising Bag family.
I want to say, Rick, you look nice. You look healthy. It looked like you ready. It looked like you ready for battle.
Back with another video. If this is your first time ever, I know some people over in the Gambia that are from Compton.
So speaking of the people in the Gambia that are from Compton, do y'all know? I heard that the melanated Mr. Mosley is no longer in the Gambia. Do y'all remember the melanated Mr. Mosley? I heard he's no longer in the Gambia. And guess what? His YouTube channel is gone.
You do right.
Yeah, I don't think they live in Compton.
In Compton, okay. What makes the time go by fast, guys, is that you're constantly doing something. You keep yourself occupied. Yes. Now, if you just keep yourself in a room or trapped in a house or something like that,
it ain't gonna work.
That's gonna be unbearable and stuff.
You're gonna turn around and start to walk.
Yeah, that's right.
Going back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. So, you gotta kind of get out, breathe some of this air, absorb some of the vitamin D from the sun rays,
right,
and push on to another day, guys.
Just got
now. African goddess. That's what I think is strange. Very strange that we could find the article about Rick being arrested and being remanded to Mile 2 for an illegal firearm. We saw where the son was stopped for in possession of what they believe to be illegal cannabis. But that's it. I can't find anything else. I can't find any articles on the internet about it. I can't find anything. No. Nothing. So I asked the people in Gambia, my friends and family in Gambia, I said, what do you think happened to the son? They said, well, it depends on how much it is. They said with cannabis, that's easier. That's like a lesser charge than the firearm charge. The firearm charge, they said, is very serious. The cannabis charge, they said, yeah, he'd just probably have to pay a fine and he'd be done with it. I told you, that's what they told me about the friends, that you just pay a fine and that's it. So the son probably just had to pay a fine and that was it. But I don't know. I don't know because like I said, there's nothing on the internet about the son being arrested, nothing about the charges, nothing.
Gotta keep yourself occupied.
You gotta keep yourself
something.
occupied.
It might be small, but that helps keep you going when you're on.
That's why she just be digging in that garden aimlessly, looking crazy.
I've seen so many people that have come across traumatic events in their lives.
No, they're not.
They gave up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as in the case of marriage, I mean, it takes two to tango. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
we've been seeing that a lot lately.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that, but it takes two to tango.
Yes.
So if one person want to be in a marriage and the other one doesn't want to be in a marriage, hey.
Yeah.
So,
now this right here, this was one that this comment let me know. It kind of made me think it was real, that this is a new video, because I know Rick and Cynthia watch Kiki Loves Nigeria. I know that. And I know we just talked about this because remember, Kalisha was on the show. Daggone it, I closed my notes. Remember, Kalisha was on the show, right? And remember, Kalisha was telling us how she thought moving to Africa was going to save her marriage, how she thought her and her husband coming here, that it would make a difference in her life and it would make her marriage stronger. Well, watch what they say. They're going to say exactly what Kalisha said verbatim. And that's when I was like, oh, yeah, y'all do really watch. Y'all really watch and y'all really respond in y'all videos and y'all don't even know y'all responding. So let's go. Let me let you hear that.
Certain things you got to move on.
You got to stop and think about what what's going on in your life around, like where we say, you know, it doesn't matter if you have the problems in the States. Coming to the African the continent, it's not going to save if it's not being taken care of first. You probably say, okay, let's go here. I think we can save it just because we go to Africa. No, if you're not doing anything over there to help get it going and keep it strong, coming to Africa ain't gonna save it. Just like coming to Africa ain't gonna make your spiritual, I don't know, whatever. If you're not fixing yourself over there in the States, it's not gonna work over here.
Now, you know, y'all, this is another thing. I know this is how I knew they've been watching our channel, because we said that. We always said that. Y'all know they ain't never talked about fixing yourself up, fix yourself up, make yourself right before you come. You know, they don't even believe in that. These are the same people who ran. This man was arrested for shoplifting. What, 2 years before he went to the Gambia? For shoplifting. So please stop. These people took everything, maxed out their credit cards, took everything, stopped paying their bills, just took everything and left. But they want to tell you, fix yourself up before you get there. Please stop.
Gotta work on it where you at.
They just need to quote their source. Quote your source. Say, we heard Kiki Loves Nigeria say this. Quote your source, because we know you all don't think like that.
Right.
In order to get it going when you come here. Or keep it going, I should say.
And we've seen a bunch of people now, whether they be married or single and stuff, kind of get into some, again, some traumatic events and stuff like that. And
a lot is being called. I mean, I'm being pulled, and and my daughter told me, she said, Mom, you need to create boundaries. Because, you know, I'm always the person, I'm always willing to help, and I'm always going out there to help. It don't matter where I am, and I'm gonna agree to help.
Okay, hold on. Let me get these comments. So, wait a minute. London lady, she said it was something about the video that they think the video. One comment said that they thought the video was late, that he was repeating things that he had heard from other websites and other YouTube channels. Okay, so he might have, because sometimes I put the videos up. You can't easily put your video up late, because if you get busy, you can easily put the video up late. Okay, so that's easy to happen. So maybe that did happen. But then London lady said something about he didn't show where he said the part about him asking the embassy for receipts. I mean, okay, here it is. She says, I think the Fresh Prince of Wakanda's news was late and old. He just repeated what was read on several Gambian websites. So he could have made the video and got busy and then put the video out late. I realized that later on too. I was like, okay, maybe his video came out late, because Rick clearly is not in the pen. He clearly is not locked up. But I just looked, because calling him, you know, like contacting the embassy, I'm like, wait a minute. He said Rick was begging the U.S. embassy to help, but never showed any evidence, just hearsay. I wish he would have showed like where he got that from. That I wish, because that was something I could have rolled with, you know, but he didn't. So I don't know. Okay, let's see what else y'all saying. How is what you are doing productive? How is what I'm doing productive? Me? Oh, because I'm bringing awareness to issues. I'm letting you know. It's like a resource. Some people don't like to read, so they watch videos. So if you want to know about land scamming and you don't want to read all that, you could just type in land scamming you could type in land scamming, Gambia, and my videos will pop up. Land scamming, Ghana, and my videos will pop up. So that is going to help people. And it has helped a lot of people, because people write me all the time and they're in the comment section and they tell me, you saved me so much money. because I was going to try to buy this land until I understood you can't really own land. It's only leasing. And then you explained to me how things work over there. So I've helped a lot of people. So what I'm doing is educating people and bringing awareness to issues that are often overlooked or not talked about by the media, the mainstream media. So I'm doing a service to my community. That's what I'm doing. And that's why it's productive. And I have receipts to prove it. You're right. It seems like he's just repeating the information from Kiki's channel as his breaking news. And I dare say he embellished the part about Rick begging the U.S. Embassy. So, maybe the son turned Rick in so he could get a lighter sentence. I don't know. Because, see, that's the part that's strange, Joy. Why would they go back to your house? I mean, even here, they don't pull you over and say, take me back to your house. They don't say that. They don't never, even when it's a big old shipment, like they catch you with a lot of it. They don't go back to your house. Black people are always trying to tear down other Black people. Stop it. Well, nobody's trying to tear anybody down, sir. That's very not true, because they're doing this to themselves. We're talking about what they're doing. This was a newspaper article. Nobody's making this up. Nobody's creating anything. We're talking about what you do. So if you don't want to look like you're being torn down, don't do things to tear yourself down. That's my suggestion. Nobody's making any of this up. These people are doing this. This man had an illegal firearm in his house. We didn't make that up. This man was remanded into custody. We didn't make that up. Yeah, I'm educating people on scamming and crimes against expats. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal, sir. That's a huge, humongous deal. Okay? A humongous deal. Normally, Gambia foreigner gets caught with cannabis, they usually have to pay. And that's what I mean. That's what it is. An unofficial fine. And that's it. You go on about your business. It's none of this. How was this take me to your leader? Where did that come from? It was something more than that. What does Rick getting arrested have to do with land scams? Well, we're not talking about land scams anymore. Follow along. I told you we're talking. Daniel is the land scammer. I told you in the beginning we were talking about two different things. If you see on the title, did you pay attention in school? If you see on the title, there's Rick at the top, there's Daniel at the bottom. So I'm talking about two different things. Rick Usamburo is not a land scammer, but he is a scammer. That he is. Just not a land scammer. He's an investment scammer. And we're going to get to that, but not tonight, because I have to take my time with Black Acres of the Gambia. But I'm going to prove to you, Rick is scamming again. And if you don't think he's a scammer, look through my channel. I've done a whole series where I prove to you Black Acres of the Gambia is the king of scamming in the Gambia. They are the king and the queen. Yes. Don't believe me? Just look through my channel. Yes. I don't have to make up anything about these people. So no, they're not land scammers. They're just scammers. Follow along, sir. Make sure you stay focused. No one has to ignore YouTube fake celebrities' foolishness. They want to be famous, so we talk about them. Exactly. When we talk about them, they get more views. So they really want us to talk about them. They know when we talk about them, people are going to search for them. They're going to get more views. They're going to really be YouTube famous once they're on Kiki Loves Nigeria. So they enjoy being on this channel. Trust me. They know Kiki like Tupac. She can make you famous. Yes. See how I quote where I get the information from? I don't just steal people's catchy phrases. No, I don't do that. These YouTube people steal everything and call it theirs. All right, let's see. This one says, why would anyone Rick's age do anything right that would put them in an African prison? That's a death sentence. It is. It is a complete death sentence. Let's get back on this video.
If they come to me, I'm agree to help. That's just the way I've been
brought
up.
Now we know that's a lie, because when someone came to help, ask her for help, when they were homeless, this is what these people will do to you. She told them no. They wanted to stay in the security guard shack, and she said no. If I'm not staying there, you're not staying there. So that's a lie also. So that's why I had to go back and check everything, because mostly everything that comes out of this lady's mouth is a lie.
And that's not good sometimes, because they're calling constantly. And I keep accepting. And now
she don't help nobody. We know that. She don't help nobody.
I have to stop it. Because it gets overbearing sometimes.
She's a liar.
We have our problems too. I mean, I know we look fabulous and stuff, ghetto fabulous, but you know, we have our own things that we're struggling with. I just recently got arrested and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why you laughing?
You got arrested. Stop it.
It ain't the first time. I mean,
not at all.
I mean,
so when that part, that let me know she didn't want him to tell us the truth about being arrested. But Rick we know. And he know once I know, it's I'm gonna keep on it. He knows she gonna be on it. She gonna keep on it. So I might as well say it, because Kiki gonna run it into the ground. So I might as well try to unarm her by just saying, yes, I was arrested. Well, we know he was arrested. So why Cynthia's in the comment section of her video saying he wasn't, I'm not sure.
You know, not that I'm a hardcore criminal, guys. Just when you're
out he's a petty criminal. But this is a hardcore charge in the Gambia.
Doing things happen. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not because of yourself that you got arrested either. So
I'm just that's my whole point.
Yeah, you know it's not because of yourself.
It's not what people think.
See, it's not because of yourself. Well, let's talk about that, Cynthia. It's not because of yourself, but Rick had an unlicensed firearm in the house, and you knew he had it, and you didn't even say why do you have an unlicensed firearm in our house? Do you know we can get in a lot of trouble? Do you know we can be deported if you get caught with this? Do you understand that? Why didn't you do that? Because you was down with the get down. Cynthia, you always down with the get down, especially if it's illegal. And look at you. You should just be somewhere just trying to do the right thing every day, all day.
It is either, but I don't know if you want to share it. But
no, I'm just saying, you know, things happen. I mean, you know, you can kind of give up and try to run away and stuff like that. No, the thing is not to give up, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. You have to. When problems come, you just can't give up, because if you give up, when you try to get back up, that same problem that you didn't take care is going to be there.
Right.
So you have to fix the problem in order to move forward, guys. So when you have that problem, what we're saying about the marriage, if it's going on where you are in the States, if you don't fix it, when you come to Africa, it's still going to be there. It's actually going to be more, because it's not set up the way we was brought up. It's just not here like that. The convenience is not here, guys. And you have to fix it, no matter where you at. And you
this part is just ridiculous. Them trying to get somebody
else give up
about a marriage.
Some of us, the dogs start barking.
Yes.
Every time they hear my voice, they start barking, thinking I'm yelling at them. But anyway, never give up, guys. Never give up. You know what I'm saying? like some people come over here and stuff and run into financial difficulties and stuff, you should always be thinking of setting up some type of in-country income. You see what I'm saying? You know, celebrate
in-country income. They have no in-country income. So what do they got to do? They got to think of ways to get your money. They don't want Delassie people. Rick and Cynthia, the people in Ghana, Kenza, Daniel, all them land scammers, they don't want Delassie. They don't want CDs. They want dollars. They want pounds, sterling pounds, whatever you call them. They want that currency. Okay, they want the people who have that. So who do they go after? You notice they go after us. They make businesses that serve us because that's where the money is. That's where the money is. You got to see that for what it's worth. He just told you you need an income. So what is the income? Us. Go after them.
burgers, sell some
do something.
It's a sister that's over there at Carabar who's come over here and she set up her own little fast food stand or
she called me up and asked,
and we've yet to visit her. So if you're watching this video,
we will get there.
We will get there. We
hadn't
got a lot of stuff going on.
You know, she told us, you know, she ran into the problems, but you know, she didn't give up.
She didn't give up.
And she called me up and she was telling me what she was doing and all this. And she said, well, you know, certain things that she tried to do the way she thought it would be. I said, no, give them what they're used to. You can't just change it. You got to give them something that they're used to.
Don't give up.
Don't give up and keep going. It's going to work out.
It's like right now, guys, we've got the fence going up. And man, I knew going into this fence project, it was going to pull me left.
So that was right. That point right there was another point I said, no. Rick is out because this fence project is new. And that's what, honey, that's what I could see the scam coming in. Rick, y'all know what he about to do. He already complaining about this man. I'm going to show y'all next week because I need y'all to break it down to me. What is this? What is he going to try to say? Because he's already complaining about the fence. They're working too fast. Okay. He don't have the money to pay these people. So I guess he feel like he can get the money over time through y'all donations, through begging people, through pretending like he's going to do some of these land scamming stuff, not land scamming, to do the scamming stuff that he does to get the money. Okay. So when I heard this about the fence, I'm like, nah, this is new because the fence, they just started doing this fence. All right, either in the fence started in January, early February. That's when the fence started February the 10th. Because I remember saying this is March the 21st, and I'm like, okay, this has been over a month with this fence. And I think they said 3 to 4 weeks or so with this fence. But Rick felt like they were going too fast, and he wanted to slow it down. So this fence, this is a new issue, a new project that they have. And that was another way I said, no, Rick is out. Because if they're talking about this is a new issue. So he's got to be out of the pen if he's holding this conversation.
Right, front and backwards and stuff. But most of the projects out here do that to me.
Right.
And I have to accept that because this is my dream. I accept the fact that I have to be the one that works the hardest in fulfillment of my dream, because other people look at me and say, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
No, he put that stress on me too. So don't even say it. You put stress on me because when you
I'm talking about the kids.
Oh, okay, then I thought you was talking about me. What you want me to do?
Feeling paranoid?
No, I ain't feeling paranoid. I'm just saying when you get stressed, you get on me.
How I do that?
Like today, you got stressed and then you put that on me.
The guy came and delivered some sand, and I went back there. Why you going back there? I want to see what's going on back there.
That's not how it went.
Okay, delivered the sand. That was another point I could easily go check. So I went and checked. Did Bag get black? Did they get sand delivered? And when the sand was delivered, was it in January or was it closer to this time? They did get some sand delivered. They got sand delivered. They got these pebbles delivered because they're building this fence. And y'all know they about to scam this contractor out of his money. Y'all know they about to say he ain't doing his job. Y'all know what he's about to do. Okay, so he already setting the stage, complaining about this man's work. So that's how I know this is new. This is all new because I went back and checked to see when Rick got these supplies. And he just recently got these supplies because they're setting Rashid Doug, they're setting him up to be a masonry person.
What did you say?
I'm
sorry, guys.
Here.
You got to hear what he said.
I said, I'm going back here to see what it is.
And I said, okay, I'll be right here. I won't leave until you get back.
Right. But when I came back, you said, why did you go back there?
Because I want to know why. Because you didn't have to go back there when you know the guys was back there.
How you going to see this? This is what I'm saying about this woman. How you going to tell this grown man you didn't have to go back there? You didn't have to go back there. This is why they have so many problems there, because this manly chick right here, this is a man dude right here, okay? She's actually talking to this old grown man like this on YouTube. So how y'all think she talked to him there? How y'all think she talked to the workers there? Y'all think these people like them? No, they don't. They can't stand her.
Was going to make sure that they put it in the right place.
I was anticipating and hoping that they would put it in the right place. Was I 100% guaranteed? No, I wasn't.
Now, see, you're changing it.
I'm not changing it.
No, that's not what happened, guys. You said you have to go back to what I'm talking about with the cement, Rick. When I came in yesterday, I had to order cement, guys.
That was another point of reference I could check. The ordering cement. Yes, that's true. I went back, and Rick is saying in a video, soon as my cement comes in, then we can finish these walls. So this is new. He is no longer in the pen. So this is not an old video with clips put together. Some of them other ones may have been, but this is not.
And I said, okay, Rick, we're changing this whole story.
No, I'm just trying to figure out. You losing me now.
No.
I'm about to give up.
No, when I came up here this morning, you said, when you going to order the other 50 cements? I said, what do you mean? Mm-hmm. I ordered the cement. I thought you told me it came in. So now understand, guys, I ordered the cement. When I called the guy, I said,
100 bags.
I need 100 bags. So today, Rick said, when you going to order the other cement? No, yesterday I said, did the cement come out? Oh, yeah, it came in. Now, at this point, he don't tell me that it was only 50 until this morning. You right? You get it now?
That is correct.
And I said, when I sat here this morning, you said, when you going to order the other 50? I'm like, what do you mean order the 50? You told me the cement came in. My thing is, I ordered 100. And when he told me it came in, I figured it was 100.
She figured.
Because when
you could have at that time said,
no,
Rick,
let me talk.
Did all 100 come in?
I said,
you said,
stop it.
Did the cement and stuff come in? The cement came in.
Okay, well, forget that.
Bags.
You said, yes, the cement came in. I said, okay, I figured that's all 100.
But see, you figured though.
Okay.
When have we ordered something from?
Why do they argue on?
Let me say.
Some cement did come in.
Okay, now, again, I ordered 100.
Okay, girl.
Sorry, guys. We're back.
Just had a quick negotiation with one of the contractors.
Mm-hmm. They having problems with the contractors, y'all.
Problem resolved.
That was another way I knew. When he said it was the contractor on the phone, I'm like, oh. I'm like, no, this is a lot. This is an up-to-date video because this contractor problem, this is a problem. Yeah, this is a problem.
We're never giving up, and I ain't giving up on this story I was saying, guys.
Go ahead, sweet mama.
What happened was when I got up here, you said, this is all he said. When you gonna order the?
Okay, we're gonna stop and get some video and get some of these comments because I want y'all input. Tim Usaburo, right? That's what it's probably Cynthia. At Tim, Kiki said last week that this live was going to touch on a variety. He needs to just read the title and quit being slow. That's Cynthia. Rick is. I never said Rick was a land scammer. Rick ain't said he was a wannabe land scammer, but he couldn't do it. He tried to do it. He thought about it for a minute. Walking in wisdom in Africa. Yes, that's what it's really about. Walking in wisdom in Africa. It's not about not going. You know, it's nothing about that. It's about just being wise while you go. You know, that's what it's about. Did this man get scammed by Rick? What man? Did what man get scammed by Rick? That's for True Zero. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to skip the ones where y'all got questions. Tom, the unapologetic. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Okay, let me see this one. All the USA government will do is suggest an attorney. Rick hates America. That's all they're going to do. They're going to give you a list of attorneys. They can't help you do anything. Once you break the law in somebody else's country, they can't come in and do nothing. And I was surprised he could reach them that fast. I mean, the locked up abroad people, when I watch them, oh my God, it takes them forever before they can reach somebody. I can assure you that many agencies, both U.S. and Gambian, are watching these YouTubers. I am sure they are, honey, because these people just over there just acting a complete fool. Because he made a whole video telling people to bring illegal firearms, and we know it. Telling you how to bring the illegal firearm and everything. Now, you know, if I know how to do it, everybody know how to do it. Kiki, yes, the embassy knows all about the Americans living in the Gambia because they have a list of them on their passport numbers. I'm sure they do. I am sure they do. I'm sure they have a list of all of them. And they say they're losers from America. Whoever is over there getting Social Security is in. Oh, honey. They sure are. The laws are changing March 31st, Rick and Cynthia. You now have to come into the office to identify yourself. And Gambia is banned on the list. So you know what? All them people in them other countries getting Social Security, yeah, if they can't verify your identity online and they block, like if you in another country like that, they're going to block that IP address. You're not going to even get through. So you're going to have to come back to the U.S. to go to the office. Yeah. Yes, because of all the fraud and all the theft. Yeah, they want to verify that you're still here with the living and you're not just, you know, somebody's just not getting your check. Yes. So how y'all going to do that? They responded to a comment on their last video that I saw that, honey. We're going to get down there to that comment. You see that? He was never arrested. So the newspapers are lying. Every newspaper in the Gambia is lying because it was in every newspaper. It was on all social media in the Gambia. So everybody's lying. That's interesting. I lived in a black country for 11 years, met DEA agents, and they will out your name in the computer and get all of your information. Yeah, all of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll pull up. Yes, they can do whatever they want to do, especially with that passport. They do a background check on you for the passport, honey. They know. They looking at you like, who are you and what are you doing? Yes, the embassy knows, but won't get involved with local enforcement. No, they will not. They cannot. That is not what they're there for. Yeah, they cannot. They can't go to somebody else's house and tell them how to run their house, even though we try to do that we try to do that all the time. Well, Kiki, do you think the Bag family needs to come back to America? Honey, no. I don't know what they're going to do here. Bag has no money. They can't get no jobs. They owe the state of Tennessee over $20,000 in back child support. If he come back here, he probably going to be arrested or detained. No. Cynthia might get her a little job at a hotel or Walmart or somewhere, Myers, you know. They got to find a place to live. I think they're going to eventually get sent back here, because if he's convicted of this crime, and it looks like he has been convicted and sentenced, yeah, they're not going to be a permanent resident in the Gambia, and they're going to be deported. It's not a matter of when they're going, not if they're going to be deported, but when they're going to be deported, because you're not going to stay there with a criminal record like that. You're not. You're just not. That means you're like a scab on our society. We don't want you there, especially with the things that you're doing. Yeah, I'll bring the receipts, honey. That's how I was raised, and that's how I was trained, to bring the receipts. If you can't prove what you're talking about, then why are you talking? Sounds like a man stuck in a room for a while. Sounds like a man stuck in a room for a while. What y'all talking about? Sounds like a man stuck in a room for a while. All right, let me get some more of these comments. I'm trying, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. Try to contact the reporter who wrote the story. He may have. Oh, okay. I will do that, because I think his email address is down there, and see if he has information about the son. You are absolutely right. Thank you. Someone can just go to mile 2 reception and ask for him. They will tell you, says my husband who used to work there. Honey, but we can't, ain't none of my friends going. I don't think I can get my friends and family to go to mile 2 and do that for me. But I'm pretty sure Rick is out the pen. Rick is out the pen. I'm pretty sure Rick is out the pen. I think because of his reputation, that's why they kept him like that. Rick was giving Cynthia kudos and sticking. Yeah, you see that? For going to 2 Mile prison. Yep. He sure was. Kiki, they are trying to make money off of your words. They sure are. They sure are, honey. Because y'all know we say that all the time. We preach that on this channel. Now they trying to flip it. Like, this is what we recommend you. We know you ain't said that. We know that you sit and you watch us and you take our words and try to make them your words. We know that's what you're doing. Thank God he is not in prison. Al Jazeera was done a whole video about human rights violation there. Yeah, thank God. But he was in there overnight. Honey, he was in there overnight. That's why he thanking Cynthia for getting the money together to get him out. Thank you, Cynthia, for sticking with me, for hustling up that $1,700, for getting me out the pen. You done got me out the pen so many times. Seeing. Was he growing the weed and growing the illegal cannabis and I don't know. They didn't say that. That ain't what they said. They said it was owning. He was in possession of it. All right, let's go back and get some more of this video, because y'all comments is a lot.
Rest of the cement.
The other 50 bag of
cement. Yeah, because they need the cement for the wall.
When I told you I ordered this 100 bags, and when I asked him, did the cement come in?
These are late.
He said yes. Maybe that's my fault too. Not asking, was all 100 bags come in? Right. I should have said that, but he knew that what I had ordered was 100. You knew that.
We ordered 200 bags of cement. How much came in?
When was that? We ain't talking about that last month.
But I'm just saying.
I'm talking about what happened yesterday.
Same principle.
And when I called you, you said yes. It came, I paid them, and they're gone. I said, my mind, it said, okay, all 100 in. So this morning he said, when you going to order that 50 bag? I'm like,
the rest of it.
Huh? What are you talking about? I thought it came in yesterday.
This person wanted to know, why don't I work with bag? Work with bag and do what? What am I going to work with Black Acres of the Gambia and do? Black Acres of the Gambia are liars and scammers. I don't lie and I don't scam. I have to have a background check and an FBI check, a Ohio Bureau of Investigation and an FBI check every 5 years, and I got to pass it. I don't scam. I don't run around with scammers. I expose scammers. So tell me, what in the world would Rick and I can do together? What could Black Acres and the Gambia and I do together? Nothing. Hi, Crypto Walk. How you been? I bet somebody paid somebody off and they'll stay in the Gambia. Well, we'll see. They probably did pay some people. Yeah, they probably did pay some people. Why don't... Okay, I read that. They probably did pay some people. I'm sure they did. That's what it's all about. Paying people. Fake love for fake people. Yeah, because this is nothing but fake love. The way she talked to that man, people can't unite with criminals. No, who want to do that? Other criminals do, but real people don't do that. I don't need to block you. I want an answer to my question. Unite and do what? Exactly. That's what I want to know. Unite and do what? What I'm going to do? Just answer the question. Whoever said that, and unite and do what? What can we possibly do? Rick, if you love people, you wouldn't want them to be lied to and scammed. No, you wouldn't. Because you would know these people are liars and scammers. Yeah. These are liars and scammers. You have the power to block me, madam. However, you will never have the power to spread my message of love for my Black brothers. Oh, this ain't Rick and Cynthia. I don't know who this weird person is. I love Kiki just as much as I love Rick. And no. Well, I don't know who you are, Tim. Maybe you do love me. I don't know. I love you too. I don't know. But you have to be a Black Acres supporter, because nobody in their right mind, sir, would be taking up for those people. They don't spread no love. I spread the truth. Truth is love. Tim, this is an effective... It is. This is spreading love, honey. To tell you the truth, that's telling you I love you. Honey, if I don't love you, I'm going to lie to you. I'm going to give you a choice. Either stop typing and repeating the same thing or get blocked. Uh-oh, Tim, you making the moderators mad, dude. You better stop. You better stop. Why must this happen on a pub? Why must what happen? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are you talking about? Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Maybe Cynthia is arguing with Rick because she's angry. Because she is. See, she's angry because he got arrested, because he's given us more ammunition. And he feels bad because he got arrested, because he just gave us more ammunition. He's just proven our case. He's proven what kind of person he really is. He's really the person that I said he was all these years.
No, it didn't come in. If you ain't, what did you say? If you're not so running around dropping off tomatoes and stuff, you know that the 50 bag ain't come in. Hey, hold up.
Now, that was another point. Running around dropping off tomatoes. I said, oh, this is a new video, because she was running around dropping off tomatoes. Remember, she just gave tomatoes to the community. And look how he's looking at her. This is a man looking at a woman that he has dogged. He has dogged her for years. He has run her through the mill. And she has stood by him. And now, once again, he has put her in a bad, messed up situation. And he feels bad. He feels bad because once again, he's putting her through it. That's why she talks to him all disrespectful, and he lets her do it.
Partner, I ain't know you was upset about something.
I wasn't upset.
Why did you say that to me like that? That's how he said it,
guys. I just felt neglected. That's all.
Neglected. Don't even go there. But he did that to me, so that's not my fault. Whatever you're going through, you fix it. That's what this story is about.
I don't know what you're talking about, partner.
Before you get here to Gambia.
I don't know what you're talking
He gonna just bust out and say, if you weren't busy running around yesterday, dropping out tomato, hey, I told you that's what I had to do. I don't know this stuff wasn't in. So, but bottom line, Rick, come on now. So he was wrong. So now I'm sitting here like, what the hell I got in his pants? You tell me if something going on, so I would know how to react to it.
Well, he was in 2 Mile for what? 2 days, at least 2 days. He was in 2 Mile, so he's probably going through it. 2 Mile is not some place where you want to be.
I don't know that what you got going on. You're stressed today. So he was stressed, so he wanted to take it on me. Talking about I wasn't here to find out that 50 cements didn't come in yesterday. So he gonna lash out at me because I had to go drop off tomatoes and peppers and pick up our residency cards that I ordered in January, and I'm getting them in March. And you angry at me because
I wasn't angry. I wasn't angry.
You just said you was feeling neglected.
I was just saying I wasn't angry though. You know what I'm saying?
That's his fault, guys.
But the bottom line, guys, is never give up.
Exactly. And I didn't give up.
Everything pretty much got accomplished because we didn't give up. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And I ain't let you lashing out at me. Anytime I make a comment. So what I did, I walked off and dropped off some more vegetables and didn't care what he was saying. And I got it done, come back. He tells me I said I had to go because I wanted to get back here because I didn't want to be dealing with nothing else from somebody outside there.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I get here, somebody called me and say they need help. Nah, I can't help you today, hon. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, we got things going on, guys.
I was busy.
But you can't give up though, what I'm saying?
No, I didn't give up, and I won't give up on the person, but I can't help you at that moment.
That's right.
Because I'm right now dealing with Rick lashing out like he got a period.
Whatever.
She said, let me play that again. I can't believe she said that to her husband. I can't believe she said that. She basically called her husband a female.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I get here, somebody called me and say they need help. Nah, I can't help you today, hon. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, we got things going on, guys.
I was busy.
But you can't give up though, what I'm saying?
No, I didn't give up, and I won't give up on the person, but I can't help you at that moment.
That's right.
Because I'm right now dealing with Rick lashing out like he got a period.
Whatever.
Wow.
That's her. That sweet juicy mama, guys.
Anywho, guys, we got past it, but again, what we were saying, never quit.
That's right.
All right, so let me go down here to this comment. So as you can see, he's out. I can tell by the way I checked that stuff. I'm trying to see if I see the comment, I can tell by the comments and the things that she was saying. That she was saying that, there's too many of them on here now, and I can't see them good. I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't find a comment. But there's a comment on here where the person is like, was Rick really arrested? And she said the person, she said he was never arrested and that it was a lie. And I'm like, but how could it be a lie when it was in the newspaper, ma'am, that he was arrested and he was remanded into custody at 2 Mile prison? So, not 2 Mile, what is it? Mile 2 prison. So what exactly is the lie? What you're saying is the lie. Oh, okay. So the bag property. So for that reason, I say the bag property is no better off today than it was 3 years ago. People are time wasters, time and money wasters, time and money wasters. So that proved to me that maybe that proved to me that that he is not in the pen any longer. We must refrain from so-called exposing other Black people for, well, how about this? We must refrain from scamming each other and lying to each other. And then we wouldn't have to worry about using that word exposing each other. Stop bullying Rick, sweet. Wait a minute, I can't hear that. See it. Stop bullying Rick, sweet, sour mama. I don't believe she was talking to that dude like that. I just can't believe it. But let's get back to this video at hand, because it's been 2 hours. And y'all know I'm getting sleepy now. So, what did we find out? We know that Rick, y'all said Fresh Prince of Wakanda's on here. Hey, Fresh Prince of Wakanda. How you doing? Thank you for coming by. So, look, let me get these videos real quick. I know. What? Oh, I see now. Okay, y'all talking. Because I don't know what y'all talking about. So I'm like trying to figure it out. So look. Hey, Fresh Prince of Wakanda. Thank you for coming by. We are going to go and he loves Sweet Juicy Mama. They've been together a very long time, Queenie says. Does he love her or is he tolerating her? Which one is it? And does he have a choice? Be careful who you throw curses at. It's not all sweet, especially when the boomerang comes back. Exactly, because that's what they did. They threw a curse at me, remember? They threw a curse at me live on YouTube. And now look at them. Yes, I think that Kiki hit it on the head as far as her tired of her antics and predicaments. Yeah. Yep, this is them. So they are out the pen, and guess what? They are indeed trying to scam again. I have no empathy for these folks. The Bag family attempted to curse Kiki in order to stop her from exposing them. They did. And they also called my employer. They called the licensing agency that licensed me. They called them. They went online. They have cronies who do these things for them. Not only do they do it, but they have followers who they initiated and they incited to do these things for them. Yes. It was unbelievable. All because I started to tell the truth about them. I dared to tell the truth about them. I dared to point out their lies. So this lady really thought she was such a witch, because I showed y'all in that video when she felt like she caused that tornado to come on Clarksville, Tennessee. Maybe I'll show y'all that again next week. Because you need to remember who you're dealing with. And I guess we forget. Anybody who would not help the state find out if their own child was being SA'd by her husband, refusing, something's wrong with her. Something's wrong with her. She chose his side over her own child. And when the state asked for help and proving he did SA the daughter, she cursed him out and said she wished she had an illegal firearm to deal with all of them. I kid you not. I kid you not. The video is on my channel. For workers probably spent fines. Yeah. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I got a malfunction here and I gotta fix it. I can't fix it with the camera on, but I got a serious malfunction going on. Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm back now. I had to fix that malfunction or I was gonna get fined. Yeah, no raffle winner. Remember that? But y'all, they got a new scam. I just can't believe there's still been no raffle winner. I cannot believe that. But y'all, we coming back on this next week. And y'all know spring break is upon us. So we ain't waiting to Saturday. I'm coming back on here in the middle of the week, okay? Monday, I'm going to put out that video about the person who wrote me and who wanted to share their story. So I'm going to put out her video. I'm going to start working on it tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be done and it can premiere Monday. So I want to do one during the week. I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but next week we'll be talking about Black Acres again. Okay, and now on that one, I'm going to point out to you these new scams, because while I'm researching to prove if Rick is in the pen, I'm seeing all this money. I'm like, they ordering this, they ordering that, they talking about buying this, they talking about buying that. And I'm like, where Rick and Cynthia getting all this money from? And I'm like, don't tell me. I'm saying to myself, I know Rick and Cynthia are not taking donations again. I know they are not asking people for donations again. And guess what? They are asking for donations again. And they have been receiving them. Yes. So we're going to have to talk about their latest scams next week. Yeah, they've been watching us. See, they watch us to find out what y'all want. This is how it go down. They watch Kiki Loves Nigeria to find out what the community wants. And then they go back and they try to invent it. They try to give you what you want, but it's fake. It's not real. It's just to get your money. Okay? That's all it is. It's just to get your money. They don't have any real interest on helping you or helping you do anything. Yeah, I have. I believe she saved many people from heartache and headache with her research, which is why it's so important to hit the like button so it pushes the channel out into the algorithm. Yes, it is very important. So other people can see these videos. Other women, other men who are lonely, because that's who they prey on. Lonely people sitting at home by themselves on a Saturday night who don't have nothing to do, and they just strolling through social media. And you see this video or you see this post that says, there's a community in Ghana, there's a community in Africa, there's a community in Gambia and Black Acres of the Gambia. This couple is welcoming you there. And we're going to help you with your marriage. We're going to help you fix yourself. We're going to help you with everything. And what do? You fall for it because you're lonely. You're lonely and you're emotionally vulnerable. And these people know it. And they're preying on that. They really are. They are preying on the fact that you are vulnerable. But not only that, some of them are just vulnerable. But then I've realized through my research that some of them, like the arithmetics say, some of them want to be used. Some of them want to be abused. Like Sincerely Michelle told us. Let the old fools be fools, Kiki. What business is it of yours if we want to be old fools? And what can I do about that? But there's some who don't want to be old fools. So for the ones who don't want to be old fools, and for the ones who don't want to be used and don't want to be abused, and who don't want to live that sweet dream because they know it's not real, this is the channel for them. All right, y'all. We've been on here 2 hours and 24 minutes. Hold on, I got a cough. Yeah, we've been on here 2 hours and almost 3 hours. We are going to get off here and we're going to come back next week. Did you ever finish the house you were building? Who are you talking about? Did they? Oh, no. They finished some of it, but we didn't see the inside. They finished the shell, but they never did the finishings of the house because they won't show us. But I did see some of the kitchen. And what I saw from the kitchen, it was really pretty. But the structure, the house isn't structurally sound. Yes, calm down. That's what I try to do. I try to teach people. Because I don't want, like the Bible said, I don't want people to be destroyed because they lack knowledge. Remember I told you when I read that when I was little, when I realized that God was saying that his people are destroyed because they lack knowledge. I said, God, what a terrible thing to be destroyed for because you lack knowledge. And that's what ignorant means. Ignorant means you're ignorant. You lack knowledge. And there's nothing wrong with lacking knowledge. It just means you don't know. And like Plato says, somebody wise, he says Plato knows that he knows nothing. A wise person knows. They know nothing. I know nothing. I remember some stuff. I study some stuff. And I can recall some stuff. But to say I know it, I'm 100% accurate, no. We know nothing. We can only share our experiences and what we think. And let the facts speak for themselves. But us knowing our opinion, no. That's not actual and factual. We know nothing. We just think and feel. All right, y'all. Nadia Morris is the winner. Yeah, remember the fake lady and we never seen her? What happened to her? We never seen Nadia. Never seen her. All right, y'all. I am off here. Wait, let's read this one comment. They are now under multiple agency surveillance and investigation in the Gambia Revenue Service. Want to see their books and their money they made from their illegal raffles. Oh, are you serious? The Gambia Revenue Service? Is that like the IRS? So how do you get all this information? Tell me. Do you know somebody who worked there? Because, see, I know some people who work for different agencies, and they'll tell me stuff, but they won't tell. I can't tell them. I can't say who said it. You know what I mean? But it sounds like to me, like you know somebody who works there. That's what it sounds like. Fresh Prince of Wakanda, he's about the bag hillbillies, and the bag hillbillies are the bag hillbilly gang. The Beverly Hillbillies. But do y'all know when I was little, do y'all know they used to call my family? They used to call my family the Beverly Hillbillies. But y'all know why? Because we lived in this real nice neighborhood. Because my mom got a good job at GM. So we moved out the hood and we moved to this real nice neighborhood, just like the Beverly Hillbillies, right? But the rest of our family did not. They were still like from the hood. So in our nice house, in our real nice neighborhood, we would have all our family come over. So because our family did everything together, and it was big. So our family would they would come over, and all the kids would be outside. We would be running through the yard because we had a big backyard, a big front yard. We had trees everywhere and flowers, and we used to climb the trees. The kids would be hanging in the trees, swinging in the trees. We would be doing flips in the front yard, wrestling in the front yard. But you got to remember, we lived in a really nice neighborhood. You don't do that in really nice neighborhoods. The kids don't even come outside in the really nice neighborhoods. And if they do, they're just riding their bikes. But my family, oh no. We was barbecuing in the front yard. We was barbecuing in the backyard. We was cooking it up. It was family everywhere. Cars was all on the street. We would block. They called the police on us because my family member was blocking our driveway. And they called the police on us because you don't do that in those neighborhoods. So they called us the Beverly Hillbillies because of that. Yeah, sure did. But I didn't care. I thought that was a term of endearment because I loved the Beverly Hillbillies. So to be called Ellie Mae Clampett, that was a compliment. I felt honored every time they called me Ellie Mae. I didn't care. And my Southern accent, my Southern twang, it was so bad when I was little. It was horrible. I used to have to take speech because it was so bad. So they really called me Ellie Mae. But I didn't care. I loved being called Ellie Mae. And I used to wrestle and I used to climb trees. So there you have it. I'm a Beverly Hillbilly too. So look, but we ain't scammers. The ones Fresh Prince and Wakanda talking about, they are scammers. All right. Kiki went way to the Gambia and punked Cynthia and did it right to her face. I was dying. She sure did. She was just sitting there. I couldn't believe her. I'm like, you just go, because if I'm going to do all of that, what she was doing, I'm not going to do all of that. We throwing hands. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. That's how I knew she was just talking, because she was doing too much posturing. You like people who really about that life, they don't do that talking. They would have came up to me and been like, pow, and it would have been on. But people who about that life, they know, oh, Kiki ain't that type you can mess with like that. She don't roll like that. So people about that life wouldn't even done. They wouldn't even came at me like that because they know we don't want them problems with that woman. We don't want them problems. So yeah, that just proved to you how she is. They're just violent people who just, wherever they go, they're an embarrassment. They were an embarrassment there. I was so embarrassed. I did not know what to do. And I felt so sorry for those European people who were sitting there, and they were looking at me like they felt so bad for me. You should have seen that. This one man, I could still see his face. He was looking at me like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And that's why you see me turn to them and say, some of us are really cool, because some of us really are. All right, y'all. I am out of here. I will see y'all next week. We'll be back on Black Anchors of the Gambia. But I'm going to see y'all before then. I'm going to see y'all during the week. All right, y'all. Y'all stay good. And please stay healthy. All right.